Don't get me wrong.
I do think that several members of Congress in some of my discussions have brought up media literacy because that is a part of what happened here. And we're going to have to figure out how we rein in our media environment so that you can't just spew disinformation and misinformation. It's one thing to have differing opinions, but it's another thing entirely to just say things that are false. And so that's something that we're looking into.
In other words, ladies and gentlemen, she wants to rein in the media. That's censorship said in a very nice way. That's like a cheater that said, I had sex with her, but I love you. No, it's the same thing. Don't stop. Just stop. And in all honesty, I think her party talks about way more disinformation that many times they use out of context to get emotional people on their side for symbolic wins, but they don't even understand what's going to happen in long term by those decisions.
Let us investigate.
I made a video the other day asking people when was the moment that they came to the conclusion Donald Trump is racist. A lot of people said the Central Park 5. We'll talk about that in another video. For me personally, it was the very fine people on both sides thing.
But you also had people that were very fine people on both sides.
I remember seeing that clip and feeling like, wow, maybe he is racist. And I just happened to come across this video on YouTube. It basically said that the clip was edited and that I should go back and watch the entire clip. So I watched the entire thing. It got to that point where he says very fine people on both sides. And I'm like, see, that's exactly, I knew he said that. There's no point in me even continuing to watch this. And then it goes on and it gets to the part where he's like,
and I'm not talking about the neo-Nazis and the white nationalists because they should be condemned totally.
So he said he wasn't talking about the neo-Nazis and white supremacists. Why would they show me part of the story and make me feel like this? Even in the presidential debate against Joe Biden, he brought up the very fine people thing.
He said, I think they're fine people on both sides. What American president would ever say, Nazis coming out of fields, carrying torches, singing the same anti-Semitic bile, carrying swastikas, were fine people?
Kamala Harris just brought it up on the recent debate.
Let's remember Charlottesville, where there was a mob of people carrying tiki torches, spewing anti-Semitic hate. And what did the president then at the time say? There were fine people on each side.
Lies, lies, and more lies, and lies on top of lies.
People are still saying it even though it's been debunked. Snopes just added this shit in 2024 that was a lie.
And the only reason they can keep doing that is because they convince their people that the other side is so bad, they don't care about the facts. But more, here's more.
Supposedly said in 2017, he dropped out of a presidential race because white supremacists joined his same party.
I'm not going to be running. The party is, as you know, self-destructing. When you say the party is self-destructing, what do you see as the biggest problem with the Reform Party right now? Well, you've got David Duke just joined, a bigot, a racist, a problem. I mean, this is not exactly the people you want in your party.
And if you Google David Duke, all you find is smear campaign. Trump wants to be away from him. I'm like, there's clips of him talking way before that he didn't want to be in a party with this guy.
Then you find that clip of him with Jesse Jackson.
Beyond that, in terms of reaching out and being inclusive, he's done that too. And created for many people a comfort zone when I ran for the presidency in 84 and 88. And many others thought it was either laughable or something to avoid. He came to our business meeting here in New York because he has this sense of the curious and a will to risk to make things better. And so aside from all of his style and his pizzazz, he's a serious person who's an effective builder of people. Last year he was a part of our workshop, of our panel workshop on what are the challenges and opportunities. And so a year later, Donald Trump, for a few minutes, challenges and opportunities to embrace the underserved communities. Donald Trump.
Well, it is an honor to be here.
You see the clip with him on The View and him and Whoopi Goldberg, she's saying that they're friends.
I don't think I'm going to get Whoopi's vote.
If you did, let me just ask, if you did beat...
And she likes me. She even put me in a movie.
I was just going to say.
She put me in a movies, right? A long time ago. And how much did I charge? Nothing.
Like they say in the
It was a freebie.
If you did beat Obama, though.
I still remember when I saw him, I believe in Home Alone 2. I like Sister Act. I like Whoopi Goldberg. So you end on The View. They like this guy. So I knew they like him. And suddenly Transformer, president makes me hate.
People love this guy. Like Oprah saying that he should run for president.
Rappers were rapping about Trump as if it was cool. He was already helping black people before it was even freaking mainstream. But now suddenly a person that you like decided to become a president, you dislike him? That's like me saying, Mom, where are you going to work? I'm going to work for McDonald's. I hate you, Mom. I'm like, huh?
Do you have a vice presidential candidate in mind?
Well, I really haven't gotten quite there yet.
It's just
Oprah. I love Oprah. Oprah would always be my first choice.
Oprah.
Your competitor, right?
Oprah's a competitor.
You know what?
No
I'll tell you, she's really a great woman, though. She is a terrific woman. She's somebody that's very special.
Judge Joe Brown said,
I've talked to a number of black entrepreneurs who back in the late 80s and 90s, early 90s, were trying to get financing. They couldn't. Somebody told them to go check with Donald Trump. So they come back and tell me they got a loan from Donald Trump. He gave them a term loan. Show up with the interest in the principal, one check. But they had to go see him personally. They independently relate this tale that when they saw him, he said, this is what you're supposed to pay me? This our agreement? I said, yeah. And then tore the check up, shook their hands, and congratulations. Now run your business.
And this was when?
This was back in the 90s.
Waka Flocka talks about how he showed him how to increase his wealth.
Get a C Corp to run an LLC. If you want to make it even deeper, go get a trust fund and run a corp that runs the LLC. You want to get even deeper, own two trust funds for your business and your person to run that trust that runs all the business. It can get deep, my guy. Absolutely. And Donald Trump actually showed me that method.
People will say that they want truth, but when you try to present them with information that goes against their beliefs of Donald Trump, they act like this.
He's condemned white supremacy over 20 times.
Oh yes, when? Could you tell me when?
Yeah, absolutely. Would you like to see a video of a montage of 20 times that he's done it?
Oh, actually no. I'm more interested in walking up.
Why are you running? Why are you running?
But how are we going to learn if we don't challenge our ideas? I mean, you just made a statement that is actually inaccurate, and I can show you video evidence of why it is. I mean, would you like to see that?
No, thank you.
He's condemned white supremacy and the KKK over 20 times.
Over 20 times?
Yeah.
Do you have him right here? Can I listen to it?
Absolutely, you can. Let me pull it up for you right now.
All right. What's that?
By the way, I'm James. How's your day going, man?
It'd be a lot better if you guys were wearing masks.
We can socially distance.
Yeah, I gotta go.
Wait. You don't want to see the examples? I have 20 examples right here.
He is a white supremacist.
It's just like Yuri said.
Exposure to true information does not matter anymore. A person who was demoralized is unable to assess true information. The facts tell nothing to him. Even if I shower him with information, with authentic proof, with documents, with pictures, when a military boot crashes his balls, then he will understand. But not before that. That's the tragic of the situation of demoralization.
The populace versus the establishment. Whatever they do to the populist candidate, they're doing to you. When you assist the establishment in crushing the populist candidate, they're going to turn around and do it to you next. Whatever rules that they broke to get at him, that you cheered on because you were so anti-him, those rules were broken so that they can get your consent. And now that they've used your hatred to build consent to break the rules, now they can turn that same attack towards you.
And I keep getting demonetized on YouTube because for some odd reason, I'm hurting way more people than I thought.
Donald Trump. The guy.
Trump for life.
The guy. Saving America.
Saving the world, bro.
Yeah. By the way, Trump is not a racist. I just want to heads up and stuff.
No racist. I don't think Trump's racist either. Here's why.
Go ahead.
Here's why. Because in, I believe, the 70s,
he
was the first person to open up his clubs to blacks and Jews. So that much I know.
Hit him with facts.
Black-owned businesses and Hispanic were the highest they've ever been on You're
record.
right.
That's true.
That's a fact.
Booming.
He passed jail reform, which gave inmates, which are predominantly black,
That's also
gave
true.
them a second chance at life. What the hell has Biden done for black people? What have Democrats done for black people?
Obama was in power.
Yeah.
Problem with the Russians.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Russians went over there and took Crimea, no?
Yeah.
Trump came in power.
Yeah.
No problems with the Russians.
Bless. Or the North Koreans.
Bless. Or the North Koreans.
They didn't fire one missile. And then as soon as he's gone, they're firing missiles into Japan.
Everything was blessed. But Biden comes into power. War, brother. Like people are invading people's lands. Bombs are dropping. So Who's a better leader?
You see, this is what they don't want.
Take this guy.
This
take
is what
him.
they don't want. They don't want 3 people like us, 3 black men together talking about politics. That's not what they want. But that's what they're going to get.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, that's a dangerous mix.
And you've yayed and amened it into existence. If towards you. And you've yayed and amened it into existence. If you previously believed that Trump was racist and then something changed your mind, I'd like to know, what was that moment?
I was surprised how easily they turned on him, when previously they really liked him, and like everybody forgot about that. They didn't even challenge the conversations. They just decided he's a bad person. And that is the moment I realized they pander to emotional people, because that's the only way they can get a vote.
That's a lie. Don't get me wrong, makosa kita bong. Butta fire na mi blonde, kush hash, purple skunk, criollo, colombici, jam jam, turloqueta, verdetta, welcome.